begin to recognize, you see. So asking the question, why do I need self-recognition? Why do I need to recognize myself? Because there is this push, this need in us. Once we listen to it, that it's leading us to question, who am I? And to see that we are unlimited, you know. So every need that you have, and every fear that you have, and every negativity that you have can be a catalyst for your growth. So everything is not wrong. It's all made up of love. And love is giving you those little bits. For example, identification. Now, one of the greatest gifts we've been given is identification. Okay? But initially, we identify with every thought. We identify with every feeling. We identify with all the memory and all the conditioning. But that very identification can lead us to the ultimate. Because we are itself that pure identity of I am. So, and then I begin to look at my thoughts, but I am looking at my thought. There is, my goodness, it's just like two parts of me. There is the thought, and there is the watcher, the witness. It's like somebody behind is looking at all my actions that I'm doing, just like being back there. You see, so that all of a sudden I couldn't be that which I'm observing. I am much more, but I don't know who this more is. And so I begin to identify with what this more could be. I am this awareness, and there's no limit to it. And then I begin to feel this more and identify with it. The moment I identify with I am, not I am this or I am that, but I am. The moment I identify with that, that's what liberation is, that's what freedom is, that's what realization is, that's what recognition is.
Could you speak a little bit more about what it's like to identify with that formlessness, that awareness?
Well, first of all, it is very scary. You see, the beautiful thing about the formlessness and the emptiness of it all is that this is its own beauty. Because what is the greatest fear known to humanity? The greatest. Fear of death, right? But what is fear of death? It's nothingness. It's emptiness. It's going, it's being thrown into an abyss. You know, it's falling into a well that is bottomless. I mean, that is the greatest fear. But you see, that's what love is. Love is that bottomless well. It is that spaceless non-state. So therefore, when we start to explore and we start to meditate and we start to go deeper and deeper, we're going to hit bottom. We're going to hit that state where I don't know who I am. I don't know what I am. And it gets very, very scary. Most people call it the dark night of the soul. You go in and there's nothing there, and it's frightening. Okay? But that's the beauty. Because the moment you allow, and this is the crucial point, this is the dividing line, this is what separates the man from the boys. If at that point of being nothing, and you embrace it, you accept it, there's no resistance at that point, and all the teachings tell us, you know, of course America says the Holy Spirit comes in, or the presence is experienced. You see? There's this divine essence comes into being the moment you are totally empty. And that is the beautiful thing. You can talk till doomsday about it, but it's something that everybody is going to experience it. Now the key question is, how can we experience it when we're so damn scared of it? You see? But there is a way. You know, I am scared of it, I'm very afraid of it, but I know, because there's a feeling in all of us. You wouldn't be coming here if you didn't have this feeling already, that there's something far deeper than who I think I am. You see? And I want it more than anything. I want to be free. I want this. This is what's most important. I place priority on this. This is even more important than my own so-called physical life. And so even though you're afraid, that, when you pray for that, you know, I call it the mighty I am presence. Okay? When you want that more than anything, you begin to get glimpses. You begin to get moments that are very, very beautiful. But there are no words that you can put into it. But there's that feeling that you're far more than you thought you were. And that's what replaces the emptiness. That's what replaces that void. It is a feeling. And then what is beautiful is when you get these glimpses is that this very void, which is now has become beautiful, which is now has become a very euphoric feeling, so to speak, is that everything that you experience is it. You know, you see it in Moshi's eyes, you see it in the baby's, demeanor. You see it in everything. And now you might say, but do you see it in the average person who is tense, who is very serious, who does not experience joy? Yes, you do that too. Because the reason they're so serious and they're not happy and they're not and they're stressed out is because they're missing it without knowing that they're missing it. You see? And that is the beautiful thing. So, and this is all we ever want, but it has no words to it. So the question is, are you willing to die so that you can truly live? But that's what it comes down to. You see? And that is the scariest thing. But if you're willing to plunge into it, one time there was I just read it recently, someone was asking this master, he said to the master, he said, I want to be enlightened. And the master said, do you know what enlightenment is? He says, taking a swan dive into the very emptiness until you disappear and are no more. Is this what you want? He says, but that's what enlightenment is. It means there's no one to get enlightened. Because you realize everything just is, you see? Just being. Everything is just being. And all the actions come from that being. So is it very clear about being and doing and how they are one, and the questions that have been asked, that they're being asked from a very limited sense of oneself? And when we see the big picture, we see how simple it really is. All it requires is one little thing: to listen. Listening is everything. I can never say it enough. I remember many years ago, I always had, beautiful feeling with Bhagavan. And to me, he is so real that I began to talk to him. And of course, I wouldn't do it in public. But I would, when I'm alone, I talk to him. I actually talk. And now it's come to the point that is very, very beautiful. And now it's talking to me more than I am talking to it. This is true. This is very, very beautiful. But I find it very hard to put in words because we have an idea how what's going to say or do. But one thing that I can tell you is that next time you have a question, or you're going to do something creative, or anything at all, or there's fear or doubt, talk to this I am that you are. And I promise you here and now that if you are sincere, I am presence, help me, guide me. You say that. Nothing's going to happen. But after half an hour or an hour, you're going to feel more relaxed. You feel better about yourself. You feel comfortable for no reason at all. And it comes in that form. But nothing happens that they can put your finger on it. But somehow you feel clearer. Your head has shifted. It's a beautiful feeling. And I've been doing this with clients recently because some things have happened. And so before they start, I say, ask the I am presence. As you lie down. So that